All right, Noah. Is that what you're going to let the people in on? I mean, is that
Yeah. The first
the early?
8 seconds is going to be
Yeah,
my
the,
pee
the
break.
only the only people who will know about it is people who go back and listen to it on the podcast.
Shout out to the
So
late people.
there you go. Late people. Everybody's late.
I don't know if it's me or you, but there's a hell of a delay. But whatever, we're just gonna get through it.
Yeah, we're good. I mean, I can hear it on there. There's people coming on here. I think we're good. So, I mean, are you hearing me delayed?
I think it's just getting to me delayed.
No. Well,
It's
I think
fine.
that may
It'll be
just
all
be
right.
your slow mind. You're a little bit
Processing
slower
it.
than. Yeah. I think that's what it's in. All right, here we go. Pit Chatter Podcast, episode 66. Oh man, I'm your host, Langley Austin. Got this dude here with me. It doesn't say your name on my screen. I don't know if it does on theirs or not. So
Dick
that's
trickle.
probably a good thing. So, and you look more like a trickle dick. So,
Some people
you know.
call me also Mister Conflict of Interest.
Oh yeah. I mean, I
I've
thought
got
you
that.
got banned from saying that.
They don't listen to the damn podcast.
Well, maybe not the first few
Misty's on every
minutes,
night. I
anyways.
can't even say that.
Oh yeah. She'll be on here for sure. She hides in here sometimes until she hears you say something stupid too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All good. All right, this episode, as always, brought to you by Yoder's Custom Meat Processing. And you know what they say, Noah?
Can't beat that meat.
That's right. Can't beat Yoder's Custom Meat Processing. Available in Floyd. I guess he's in Floyd. I don't even know where he's at. I've never been there. My wife has been there, but I've never been there, Which that's a terrible thing for me to say that, my wife's been over there to get the meat from
It's
Lauren, but
literally
I
right
haven't. So,
outside of Floyd.
yeah.
I wouldn't even actually say it's outside. It's like a half a mile down the road.
Yeah. I don't. I have no idea. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
I mean, and I live here, so it's terrible.
I was going to say, main sponsor, you live there, still never been there.
Yeah. Well, it is what it is. So, all right, got a bunch of people in the chat here. Speaking of Lauren Yoder, he's got the best comment early on here. Yeah, it's on a delay too, I think. So, and he said, "Delay Noah by an hour, please."
I'm going to start doing a pre show and an after show.
I think you should. Yeah.
Y'all get 3 hours.
Yeah, the after show will just be you taking them to the bathroom with you
Yeah.
after you've held it for an hour. Those Pepsis are rough on you, man. Pepsis are rough.
Well, today it's a Diet Mountain Dews, all right?
Nah. I mean, whatever you get the can to say, bud. Whatever you get the can to say. All right, so I mean, I'm guessing you did nothing this weekend because that's normal. That's your if Franklin County doesn't race, that's your normal answer. You did nothing.
I partied,
Yeah.
smoked some ribs. That's it.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say you smoked some weed. I wasn't sure where that was going.
Smoked a big old fat blunt, and that's it.
Oh my god! Was those ribs from Yoder's Custom Meat Processing?
No, they were from Kroger.
Yeah, so they weren't very good. Gotcha.
Well, I burned them.
Yeah,
So
well, at least you didn't burn up good meat, I guess.
I like ribs.
Yeah. Oh, I do too. I do too. Um, well, I had an eventful weekend, at least an eventful Saturday night. It was an interesting night at the old Air at Bull Ring. Um, had some crazy things happen, man. But I gotta say, we've been really struggling with lineups. It's been like our Achilles heel down there, because they aren't quite the same as on asphalt, and we've been really struggling there. Um, we finally got that under control. Kimberly, my wife got that under control this past weekend using my race pass. I mean, I suggest any racetrack that doesn't use my race pass better get on it because it is the best tool out there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I need to get on there and start playing around with it.
Yeah, it's great, man. It is. It's great. Helped us a lot. Didn't help us with everything. We had a very eventful late model race. The The late model race, I don't know what it is. Like we've had one race that's kind of went really smooth. The other three have been not so smooth. Um, Kim was struggling a little bit with um, the man. Trying to think the my not the my race pass, but the scoring. There was a little bit of an issue there, and I don't know. I don't know what exactly was going on, but so I race direct the late model race, which I mean the racers probably didn't enjoy that very much because I was very geeked up. Um, so very interesting, but the race was dominated by Andrew Langford. But in turn three, coming to the checkered flag, a lap car wrecked directly in front of him and ended his night. Joey Johnson took home the victory, which also means that Nathan Walker got dethroned. He had won three in a row, and he didn't uh, he didn't make it to four. So
Well, I mean, at least you had a new winner.
yeah, yeah.
That's about the only positive of that. I'd be pissed as hell from
Well,
a lap car wreck in front of me.
yeah, for sure, for sure. It was interesting. That is for sure. Mike Ayers had he'd been having smooth nights there. The two previous nights that he'd had there, not so smooth this night. Got turned around at one point and then went up and over. I believe maybe it was Gary Mapes. I mean, not, yeah, Gary Mapes' car. Um, I don't know. It was it was something, man. He was up in the air, got some airtime. That local short track drama news, they got some video of it. Interesting, interesting moment there for sure.
Yeah, what was that? The
um,
second one y'all had up in the air? I saw that Crown Vic clip.
yeah, well, yeah, the Crown Vic. I didn't even think I didn't even think you could I didn't even think you could potentially roll one of them there, but they proved me wrong because I mean he got just about there.
if,
So
if he was going a mile an hour faster, he would have went over.
yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. Got a new winner in that too. Uh, you know, Justin Pruitt had been dominating that division. He decided to set out, so he didn't get the bounty on him. He doesn't understand that if he wins three in a row, it don't matter if they're consecutive or not. If he wins three in a row, there's still going to be a bounty anyways. And I don't know why any racer would not want a bounty on them. They can't be wrecked. There is no disadvantage. There's actually advantages for the leader. There's no disadvantage. Doesn't make any sense to me, but
Maybe he's got
um,
flashbacks from somewhere else.
maybe I don't know, or maybe they don't understand how a bounty works. I'm not really sure. Um, Local short track drama news chiming in said Rod Washburn went to the rear about 13 times and still finished fifth. He definitely did. We the old race director here did not make very good use of the two or three spin rule. Um, just you know I wasn't focused on that. I was focused on trying to get those guys to get their crap together and get going again, which I probably could have helped myself a lot with that. There was two or three guys that were involved in more than their fair share of incidents that it probably could have helped a whole lot. So, um, what else? Adam Piercy won that Crown Vic race, by the way. Robert Poole took home $1,250 in the TC Construction Modifieds. There was $1,000 originally put up, then another $150 added by Tanktown Mafia, and then he got $100 or no $100 from Tanktown Mafia and $150 from 21 Signs and Graphics. So had a bunch of money out there, $1,250 to the winner of the modified race. Which Joey Johnson took home some good money too. Got the winner's portion, $150. Bonus from 21 Signs and Graphics and $200 in bonus money for being the 602 winner. So
I mean, hell, y'all just ditching out all kinds of money up there, at, huh?
yeah, yeah, and and speaking of my announcer, he decided to just start throwing out more money. I mean, I'm gonna go broke, with him throwing away, his money and mine. Um, for the stock fours for July 4th, he's throwing out an extra $1,000 there. So now it's 2,000 to win the
He's
stock
doing
four
that.
race. He did it. It is his money. Yep. So y'all need to get Terry Radford on the ball. My announcer's putting up money,
I was getting ready to say,
real
I
money.
ain't putting up
Yeah.
no damn $1,000. You can forget
No,
that.
no. See, Terry's the lead announcer. Okay, so he's got to be the one to do it. Doc Love is the secondary announcer for us. He ain't putting up no money. So you got to get Terry Radford on there.
Well, he can go ahead.
Yeah, got to get at least $1,000 out of him for the next race. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
let's see, what other races did we have? Of course, Austin Williams took home the win in the stock four by 3 freaking laps. Now that sounds like it was out of control, and it is, but he wouldn't have even had lapped second place if the guy hadn't fell out. He caught on fire, so it seemed a little worse than it was, but
Yeah, it's
not
pretty
good,
rough. But
not good for sure, not good at all.
that's like
Um,
some playing NASCAR game on easy mode. You lap a whole damn field.
that's exactly what it sounds like for sure. Lauren Yoder chiming in. He said that Terry can give a Ford truck to the stock four winner.
It probably still won't be running by then.
I'm sure if he's working on it himself, I mean, you're in trouble. So,
He's been working on
um,
it. All I've heard about all years is damn truck that never runs.
yeah. Of course, the way things played out in that stock four race, a couple of guys, got some good finishes there that um, you know might not otherwise on any other night. Just the way the race falls, you just never know what you're gonna. Um, whoops, hitting the wrong button over here. Never know what you're gonna get there. Out of a race. Nate Young, new driver. I think this was only his second race that he's participated in. He come home second, and Chase Layton, who I believe is 14 years old, he finished third. Billy Smith got a fourth place finish in his HHR. So an interesting car to have out there in stock four to start with. Got a fourth place finish, and Kevin Litton Sr. finished fifth. So interesting night for sure.
Okay, that makes sense. I saw, I don't know what it was, a graphic or something that looked like it looked like an AI cartoon made out of a picture.
Yeah,
And I saw what looked like an HHR, and I was like, the AI must have screwed that up or something. But I guess not, huh?
yeah, yeah.
210.
Lauren Yoder says 2 tenths. I guess he's
We
camping.
got
I'm not really
homeless
sure.
people at the damn racetrack.
At Franklin isn't that big of a deal. 3 laps. Yeah, well, it's just circumstantial. But um, anyways, so other winner of the night was Andrew Durham. He won in the Renegade Sportsman division. That division had a whopping 4 cars. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do to fix it. I don't know if I can fix it. You know, but I need to do something. So I'm gonna have to figure it out in the next few days. They got a race coming up on July 12th, I believe. So hopefully, hopefully we'll figure out something to kind of get that going in a better direction. They had 6 cars first time, 4 cars the second time. Not really much of a difference, but going in the wrong direction. While everything else is going in a good direction, that one's going in the wrong direction. So,
Well, I mean, at least that's your only one.
well,
Could be a lot worse.
yeah, I understand. And man, we had great car counts. I mean, we had 16 late models, 11 modifieds. Could have had 12 if I hadn't screwed some stuff up. Um, had 11 stock fours, 10 Crown Vics. Good turnouts. I mean, it's been great turnouts the whole time. And speaking of the stock four, I tell you, somebody else who I think would have finished second or third had they not had issues, and it was first race they ever run. Tanner Bromfield, who is Bobby Gillespie's stepson, basically. He he um he ran really good. Like he was talking to me before. Well, I want to start in the rear. So we put him in the rear. I mean, he didn't need to be in the rear. He needed to be right where he was supposed to start because he did a phenomenal job. Unfortunately, he ran out of gas.
Was Caleb Hall the
Uh,
crew man for him?
Lord, I don't know, man. Gotta gotta love it. Gotta love it.
What is it with
I,
running out of gas, man?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'll answer this question because yes, this is true. WJ Altizer said I wasn't there, obviously, but I was told someone had American Racer tires and was told to leave. They weren't told to leave, so that part's not true. But is there any truth to that? And why not just add weight and keep the car? Well, I don't have a real clear understanding of how all the tires. I've been in asphalt racing for a long time, so I understand the difference between a Hoosier F45, a Hoosier F50, the American Racer tires. I have a vast understanding of that. Well, I do not have a vast understanding of a Hoosier G60 and a American Racer G60. I still don't have a vast understanding of it today. But I thought they were the same thing. I told them they could run it. I really don't think it would have been a problem. Maybe it would have been. I think the guy. I think the guy would have ran really good, obviously. Um, but I basically just told him that he had to put Hoosiers on, or I would refund him his money. So nobody told him to leave. I refunded him his money. Um, you know, it is what it is. So unfortunate situation because that's not what as a promoter, as anybody involved, that's not what you want to have happen. Local short track drama news said I had someone in comments saying he was told to leave. People need to quit spreading BS in the comment. Well, it's because people don't understand. And as a racer, everybody gets this passionate blindness and goes and just spews off whatever they can find to spew off on Facebook to make themselves or the people they're with or whatever feel better about it. He was never told to leave. He was told that he could put on Hoosiers and run in the race. He said he doesn't race Hoosiers. Simple enough. You know what I mean? Um, I'm okay. I'm okay with him leaving. I'm okay with me having screwed up. I wish I hadn't. It just is what it is. WJ Altizer said, "Thank you for clarifying that. I hate getting misinformation, but I wanted to know if adding weight would have been an option instead of sending them to the tire trailer to buy more tires." Yeah, I don't really know. I don't have a good enough grasp and understanding of how those cars and those tires all work. Um, you know, so it is what it is. Nothing I can do to fix it. It just I hit it off before I could. A promoter once told me when I was first getting into promoting races, the number one rule. He told me, he said the number one rule in this deal is whatever you do, if you have the choice to piss off one or two or the majority, always pick one or two. Never pick the majority. And I mean, there's a lot of common sense in that,
Yep.
So it's all good. It's all good. Local short track drama news asks, is it Mideast modified rules? Yes, for sure. So, which me. I'm looking get maximum cars, maximum participation, maximum everything. Um, you know, I just slipped up there. So, but I owned it. I mean, I went directly to them. I said, "Look, I've screwed up. I can't let you run those tires. I will let you run Hoosiers, or I will, refund your money. One or the other. You know, I, either way. Don't didn't didn't care one way or the other. You know what I mean? I mean, I would have preferred to have them in the field, but but it is what it is. So,
Probably just a big game of telephone.
well, yeah, oh yeah, well, it's Facebook. Everybody's got to feel like the victim, and you got to go play the game, and it is what I won't play the game. I don't care. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, um, Kevin Linton wants to know, since it's demo night Saturday, will we see Noah in a stock four?
I can't afford to race this weekend because I bought two rims for somebody.
Well,
So
what?
inside joke. They'll get it. Don't worry about it, Langley. I did.
All right.
I bought 2 racing rims yesterday. No, but I wasn't going to race anyway. I look very much forward to watching this one because
Oh yeah.
I have a feeling it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope it's good. Those things are so hard to put on, man, especially now. With the way car counts and everything are, and participation, and people just, I don't know. It's something. It's something else. But hopefully, car counts will be good. I mean, and all you really need's 16 to 22 cars, really, to put on a good show. It'll be fine. My first one, I had 21. I think we started 17 in the IndyCar race at the end of the night, and it was great. So,
It'll be good. I think it will.
so, but I mean that kind of led us into the next thing. What's the latest on what's the wrecking rodeo for Saturday night in
The
Franklin County
Wrecking Rodeo.
Raceway on Speedway Lane?
Well, I guess Mr. Givens has made his decision. He is going to race. Which now that I say that, he's probably going to go to Natural Bridge anyway. I don't know, but there's a lot of people coming that would like to, spoil his streak. And I know one badass car that's coming. I was told specifically not to say anything, but
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be so easy breezy. There's gonna be some competition. I have a feeling there's quite a few teams of people coming, so there might be a lot of team games going on.
yeah,
But I mean, it kind of
those are
makes it
fun.
entertaining.
Speaking of, you guys have added a time capped stock four race, and Kevin Litton wants to know what's your top three finishers for Saturday now.
It's hard to tell. Some of y'all just forget how to drive sometimes. Litton's the best example. Hell, he goes down to Arad. He looks like he's been running for 10 years. He comes over here to stock four in Franklin County, and he totals 2 cars in a row just like that. Bing bang.
Well, in fairness, on Saturday he was not in there during the feature. His dad was. So,
That is true.
so Lauren Yoder says, calling it now. Heather wins stock four this weekend.
I had to talk her into coming. She wasn't going to come. She said she just wanted to go watch. I said, "Damn it,
Well,
Heather.
that's a fun night to watch
It is, but she can race and then just go up in the stands.
for sure. For sure.
It's right at the beginning, so she ain't gonna miss nothing but the hoods up races first. That's all she's really gonna miss.
Yeah. Got you. Got you. What do you expect car count wise? What's your realistic
For
expectation?
stock fours, any cars, which
Well,
one?
let's start with stock four, and then we'll talk any cars, enduro, whatever you want to call
Well, stock fours, I'd imagine anywhere from like 5 to 10, somewhere in there. Who knows?
it. How many in that? How many given speed shop cars will be in that race?
A big fat zero.
I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. I don't know if Wes is in here listening or not, but I believe they intend to have the Eclipse in the field.
Mm, depends on who's driving it. Look, there's a reason why that little caveat was put in there. If you haven't raced, you need to be approved before, because I don't want nobody stinking up the show for our people here.
Yeah.
Because I know
Well,
Heather and Jamie Chrisley and all that, they're going to come out there and put on a good show.
I mean, according to your people, Jacob Hinchee, he says she can't race.
I don't even know what he's talking about. I don't know if he just thinks she's not coming or if that's like a jab. Who knows?
Local short track drama and news wants to know if y'all were giving Hush money.
Yeah, lots of it. I'm open to more. So if anybody wants to pay me any kind of money, send it on over.
Chris Amos says he'll be running stock for this weekend.
That's another one I forgot about him. So he'll be in contention up there.
That brings me to a good question. Okay, and I hadn't even thought about it, but it brings me to a good question. So it's a 17-7 cap race, right?
Yep.
And anybody who's went faster than a 17-7 and their car is not allowed. Follow me here, okay? I know you don't want to.
I know where you're
And I'm not
going.
trying to throw Chris and I'm not trying to throw Chris under the bus here at all, okay? I'm just and I know that pertains particularly to stock 4, but I'd say he's probably been faster than that in the Outlaw 4 division this year. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, he ran it like a 16.3, but that don't count.
So
Different division.
how does that rule work?
It works however we want it to work, okay? Listen, it's a
Okay.
trophy race, all right? You're as bad
Okay.
as Caleb.
I just like to ask questions. Okay, I think about things, and I'm just like, oh, okay, here's one.
We're giving some
Um,
other people the opportunity to have some fun, okay? So,
got you, got you. Austin Smith wants to know, Noah, can you give him driving lessons? He needs them. Okay.
yeah, I tried yesterday, but he wouldn't let me. So I was going to take his car around for a few laps, but he don't trust me for some reason. I don't know.
All right. Lauren Yoder wants to know what the over under is on West winning races this weekend. He says the over under is at 5.
Does he not know how to make bets? Over under is supposed to be a half too. Because what if he wins 5 races? What happens to the money then?
I mean, is there only 5 races for him to win? I don't know how many there is.
I think there's 6 or 7 total.
Well, then I mean, five's a good number, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Under. I'm gonna say under.
Local short track drama news wants to talk about the worst drivers page Franklin County wore the other day.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I wonder if the guy who's running the page realizes that for like 3 hours straight he kept getting pictures of the same racetrack. But yeah, that
I'm
was pretty
sure.
funny.
I'm sure
Nobody
they
was
don't
safe.
care.
Only a few people left unscathed. There were some hurt feelings. Most of us were having fun with it, but there's a
Yeah,
few people that didn't think it was so
hell,
funny.
hell, I even got blamed in one, and I didn't have anything to do with it. So
I'm suspicious of you on a couple of them. It just sounds like something you would say.
yeah, well, none of them had to do with me. I mean, hell, I'll pull up my damn thing here. I ain't
Yeah,
even been
you're
on there.
just as
Hold
bad
on,
as Wes.
I ain't been on here.
I know how to delete messages too.
How do you even get the thing? I can't even find it. But
Yeah, it was funny though.
that's how little I've been on there. I can't even find it. So
I think it's funnier. It makes it even more funny that some people really were getting their feelings hurt when all the rest of us were just having fun.
yeah,
If you can't handle a little shit talk, maybe you should. Maybe the racetrack isn't a place for you.
Josh Brown wants to know, is he, and I'm assuming he's talking about, your daddy Wes, is he going to run Franklin County or Natural Bridge this weekend? And
Both. He rented a
I think it's a
helicopter.
pretty easy question.
He's gonna run stock 4 and win at Natural Bridge, and then he's gonna helicopter out to Franklin County.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even have any info about this, but you mentioned Caleb, and here he is. He said the 5-way phone call was amazing. No,
I didn't realize there was 5 of us on there. Somebody was lurking in the shadows, just listening.
Yeah. Speaking of your daddy Wes, though, he did pick him up a win this weekend at Natural Bridge. And so did Gary Smith. He picked up the win in the second race. And of course, you get a little, you know, difference in stories depending on who you talk to about what happened to Wes in the second race. You know, whether he blew up or didn't blow up, and whether he could have passed Gary or whether he couldn't have passed Gary. You get a little difference in story depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah, I've heard different opinions about it. I think
Yeah,
the official story from Wes is that something came up through his radiator, it got hot, and it blew up.
yeah.
That's the official story. Now, there's not
You
too
ever
many people that believe that one.
you ever notice that it's always the track?
Yeah, it's never him. His throttle hung. Something hit the radiator. It's never him.
I'll throw this question on here. Danny Hamby wants to know what y'all talk, dirt track or asphalt? Well, we've been talking dirt track and asphalt the entire time. So we talk both. We don't care. We don't have any you know
We're branching off for
hate for
Formula
either.
One next week.
Well, after the movie comes out Friday.
Oh, is there a
So
movie coming out?
yeah, there's F1 the movie or something comes out
Yeah, I don't pay
Friday.
attention to that European sissy crap.
Okay. Caleb Hall said the 10-inch wide hole in the radiator ended his night. A 10-inch hole. Okay. I want you to think about that. Okay. Caleb said that his was busted too, which I mean, the way Caleb drives, it's a wonder everything
How
ain't busted on
convenient.
his car every week. So, yeah. Yeah.
I'm just saying. They can say whatever they want. The rumor is that that was untrue.
Yeah.
That's
Well, I
just a
mean,
story going around.
yeah. You know, the rumor I heard was they had to get that thing out of there before they came to air ride. That's what I heard. I don't know for the 2K race. That's the story I heard. They had to get that engine out of there, so they had to pretend like it blew up. I don't know.
Well, whoever shows up there at better be legal because y'all about to have 58,000 protests.
Oh man, I can't wait.
I mean, by the end of the night and all the protests, every single one of the cars is going to be down to just the frame.
I mean, oh, what fun it is.
Somebody better
I
bring a
mean,
sleeping bag because it's going to be a long night up there.
Jesus. Oh Lord. Lauren Yoder said. He said, "I thought Danny asked if there were more titties at asphalt or dirt."
Well, it depends. Are we talking men's or women's?
Uh, I don't even know where to go from there.
I mean,
Lord
it's a
mercy.
simple question. I don't,
I am not sharing Austin Smith's comment there, but it is funny. Oh man, Lord have mercy. Speaking of Natural Bridge, we talked about those two. Ryan Adams won the 604 late model race. Ben Hamilton picked up the win in the street stocks, and Donald Kesey won the pure stock race there. Oh man, Daniel Durham, who I believe's been racing pretty regularly up there at Natural Bridge, he was at With. He won in the 602 late models. J.R. Davis won the 602 mods, and Trevor Slice won the UBB Memorial Race at Beckley, 15,000 to win race, had 39 entries. I find it interesting that same series last week they had 41 entries for 10,000 to win at Natural Bridge. This week they had 39 entries for 15,000 to win. I don't know that money matters that much.
apparently not.
Holy smokes, the comments. I mean, this one, it's true.
Yeah. All right. I'll give that one to you.
And, unfortunately. So, oh, man. All right. Funny. Lauren Yoder said there's more on this podcast. So. Lord have mercy. What
These
an
are the
idiot.
best ones Warren's seen all
That
week,
guy.
too.
Yeah. I don't know. He's around them gals all day, so I don't know. Oh Lord. You guys have got Night of Destruction this weekend. So no racing except for the stock fours. But July 5th, you guys look like you're heating up to be a good one on
Dude,
July
the
5th.
whole weekend between y'all's race at Ararat and our race at Franklin County, dude, it's going to be a badass weekend, man. Hey,
That's my favorite racing weekend of the year.
it's my favorite holiday of the year. So you throw awesome races on top of it. Come on.
Yeah, listen, I'm with you.
I am upset I'm not coming to
I'm not.
Ararat a little bit, but I'd rather shoot some fireworks off and party.
I mean, why can't you do that at Era?
Because then I got to ride like 2 hours home and you're like in a drunken stupor the whole time. And
Oh, yeah. What makes that different than any other
Then
trip
by the
you're
time
ever
you get
on?
home, you're sobering up, so your head just hurts. Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
No, I'd rather
Yeah.
just shoot off some fireworks and then pass straight out.
Well, speaking of fireworks, are you guys doing fireworks on the 5th?
It's unconfirmed at this point. I think that was something Timmy's working on, but you know how it is. You try to pull a permit or something. Government ain't exactly the fastest people in the world. But it is, I'm not sure at this point.
Yeah. Local short track drama news said you're scared of squirrels' fur.
Dude, I hate that road. I wish
Oh,
Iran would
yeah.
send a bomb over the damn Squirrel Spur Road.
Lord. Austin Williams, he wants to know if there's going to be fireworks at Ararat Bull Ring on the 4th. That is unconfirmed as well. I am currently working on that, but I do
There's
not
going to
know
be
the answer.
fireworks. Wes said he had some Roman candles he was going to shoot in your car while you racing.
Lord. Danny Hamby wants to know, what do y'all think of the dirt 4 cylinders running at Bowman Gray weekly? Looks funny, but they do pretty well. Yep, they do really well. I mean, it's all the same. I mean, they look a little different, but that's about it. Basically the same cars. Lauren Yoder wanted to know if we saw the entry list for South Boston.
I saw it earlier, but I don't remember. I was upset because our boy, Mr. Kyle Dudley, he ain't going to be in that. That thing's all banged up, I guess, from the last race when they had to dump him.
I mean, it's always a really good entry list. I don't know how many cars is on here, but pretty good. I mean, you got a little bit of everybody in there. Some Cars Tour guys, the big guys from the NASCAR tracks. Of course, Peyton Sellers looking for, I believe, his sixth. They said his sixth victory in this race, fifth or sixth. I do notice that Kyle's not on there, and Mike Looney is not on there currently either.
Huh.
So
Wonder why he ain't.
very interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Not 100% sure. I mean, I read it earlier, but I had to pull it back up so I could see it because I didn't really know what it said. But
I wish
yeah,
we could get on Mike to come back home at least once or twice. He's done graduated though.
Jacob Henchey said I should tape fireworks on top of my car and drive it around the track on the 5th. I mean, just ask Patrick Janey. He can hook you up. He can hook you up with the fireworks and maybe even the tape. He's done it
I'm not
before.
sure of that, but that
So,
might be a black flag.
I mean, why?
What happens when the tape slips and then it just falls down in the car?
I mean, you're gonna have
He's
fireworks
going through
inside the
the turn
car. I
and
mean,
he's boom.
that'd be great. Uh, Speaking of the dirt mini stock, Paul says they should be mandatory. They're badass. I don't disagree. I, I
I
I
do.
like them a lot.
It looks like all them dirt 4-cylinder cars look like they take a shoebox and just set it on top of the car.
Danny Hamby says it's been good to see other folks win 4-cylinder at Bowman Gray this year, other than AJ Sanders. Guy's been racing four bangers for 100 years, won't move up. Well, he did move up at one point or another, but came back. He says he's the Tiger Woods of 4-cylinders. I mean, listen, that's not a bad guy to get compared to. I'm just saying. So
That's we gonna have
AJ
our
AJ's
banger on the 5th.
AJ's a hell of a racer. So
I'm looking forward to our big
um,
mini stock race.
local short track drama news says take the July 4th protest money and put it towards some new infield tires. Man, we're going to need new infield tires at some point. But man, they are the perfect size for entertainment. If we had the big tires, it wouldn't be near as entertaining. But these, they can go with you. You can jump over them. I mean, they're fantastic, man. They're perfect. So
Yeah, they sure are jumping over. There ain't no shortage of that shit going on.
Danny Hamby said that he is talking about AJ Sanders. Just gets old. Old, same old, same is all. Yeah, I totally agree. Listen, I hate the same winners. You know, Wes Givens, winning 14 races in a row. I mean, ain't nobody wants to see that except for him and his old lady and his kids, maybe, and all of his minions. So
They don't want to see it either, but he works on their car, so they have to pretend like they're happy.
here's your hero. Terry Radford says, "I can't wait to be Yoder's meat this weekend."
Yeah. Is that a typo or it's getting a little weird?
uh,
So when y'all
sometimes I don't
see
know what to
mystery
say.
meat pop up from Yoder's Custom Meats next week, don't buy
Man. For real. That'll be cheap for sure. Danny Hamvey said, "Feed me some bologna sandwiches and I'll provide some loud fireworks. Bring them on.
it. You
Let's
don't even
go."
need beer, just bologna. That's a real redneck right there.
Well, he's probably already got the beer. So, local short track drama news said, Crew and his minions talking about Wes. I can't believe that page has not, came up with an AI version of Wes and his minions.
I prefer
I mean,
lackeys. I
there's
feel
your
like
thought.
lackeys is better. Maybe like you said,
Lauren, yeah. No, it's minions, man. It's minions. Lauren Yoder said after that comment, "I'm not even coming to Franklin County this week."
he wasn't going to anyway.
Yeah, well, what's new? I mean, he likes any car better than anybody at the track. He's just looking for an excuse not to be there. So, Herbie Hicks said that he can confirm you can jump over the infield tires, as I done it the race before last. Yep, for sure. Been
I don't think there's a
been a
damn
bunch of
car on
them
that
doing
track
that for
that ain't
sure.
jumped one of them tires at this point.
It ain't many, that's for sure.
It's
Ain't
starting to
many.
become like a rite of passage.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Kevin Litton wants you to drive the Given Speed Shop Eclipse.
You of all the cars in the world, you will never see me get in that cursed piece of junk. And if I do, I'm gonna turn right and run that son bitch right in the wall because I don't ever want to see it again.
And Kevin Litton said, "Hey, I haven't jumped a tire at Ararat." Well, I mean, you're not doing it right then because everybody else is doing it. So
You ain't hugging the bottom good enough.
local short track drama news said that this should have put up a single. Why didn't it add it? Hold on. Here we go. Said it should have put up a single mom race for this weekend at Franklin County.
You put up some money, we'll put it on. I don't know what cars they're gonna drive, but
Dylan Maxwell said Noah hits that car, not drive it. Oh man, that's a true story.
I don't think I ever got a chance to hit that car really.
Well, same driver car. We know what he meant.
Built that car and then ran away.
Well, he's trying. He had to get away from you.
Good. I'm glad. I hope he don't ever come
You
back.
kept wrecking in front of him.
He can
So
stay down there wherever the hell he's at.
you kept wrecking in
Yeah,
front of
okay.
him. So
That's what happened every time.
whoops. Said the moms could they probably going to drive a minivan. I think it'd be a great class.
I have been petitioning both Langley when he was here at Franklin County and now
You did.
Timmy for a minivan division. I think it'd be sweet because I've seen a few tracks that do it.
Josh Brown is not being such a nice guy this evening. I think he's angry that he went fishing instead of racing this past weekend, and he's taking it out on you, Noah. He said he's not sure if you can fit in the door without cutting it in half.
I can fit in the door. It's just a comfort thing.
Okay.
You can run a mile without shoes on, but they sure as hell help.
Danny Hamby said, went to Franklin County during COVID. Thought I was going to get stuck in a tunnel bridge on the way. I parked on the hill out back. It poured rain, and I got stuck leaving. I remember that night. That would have been August 18th, 2020, I believe.
It's a good year for Franklin County. We need another good pandemic to come through.
The pandemic is a good time, buddy. I can tell you that. Dylan Maxwell says, my vote is in for the minivan race.
I think it'd be awesome. I bet you them Honda Odysseys would shit and get son.
Oh, they will. Listen, speaking of during the pandemic and right after the year after, I had one that I had bought and I rented out to people. We had one night that was, I don't know, 3 or 4 laps away from winning like a 2 or 3,000 to win race that I had rented out. I was going to get to keep half the money. So needless to say, I'm cheering this car on. Okay. I mean, it was going to be good. And then the same part that had fell off of it the time before fell off that time. So
yeah, I'd love to see it. Think about all the sponsorship billboard space too.
oh, for sure. For sure. Josh Brown says just giving him crap because of all the bitching he did about his door being cut down. I mean, it had to be. I mean, let's just be real. So,
look, I asked Daryl for like an inch, and he massacred my door.
Lauren Yoder said, I've seen a minivan roll off of 2. I don't think that was a minivan. I think that was a Ford Explorer, and I think it came out of my driveway. I think that's the one you're talking about. I think that was that. I believe it was white, and it came out of my driveway.
What was that, spectator drag mishap?
No. It was. I believe it might have been our first ever reverse race, and he went around in reverse. And over there in turn 2 where the wall kind of goes down before it starts.
Whoop, where that Mustang, had his where
right
he
there.
grinded it perfectly.
Right there. Yep. Yeah. I believe that was a Ford Explorer, Exploder, I should say, and that came out of my driveway. So I had just gave it to the guy the night before. He was looking for a car. I didn't care. Somebody left it in my driveway. I didn't really care. So if you leave something in my driveway, I just give it away.
Or running in any car.
Yeah, for sure. Austin Williams said Noah's door was cut that low so he could reach out his door to get him a cold Pepsi from his cooler. Daryl was just trying to help him out.
Son, I had the cooler mounted in the passenger side. I had to have something to do with during all them cautions.
All right, maybe I was wrong. Lauren said it was 20 years ago. It was back before I was born, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He said it was a regular IndyCar race maybe 20 years ago, so whatever.
We haven't gotten a good rollover lately.
I mean, you got the rollover ramp up there. You can get a good one. Danny Hamby said, I missed the early 2000s at Caraway Speedway. Back then, they had 20, 30 entries in the limited and late crate. The good old days. Yeah, everybody had good car counts back then. So
yeah, that was back before it cost you $80,000 to finish 9th place.
Local short track drama news said that turn 2 where the bootlegger slung a battery down the back street.
That guy was an asshole.
I mean, they were firing batteries at the fans. Prentice J. Winston said, would like to see another chain race. Super fun. Oh, yeah, they're fun. They're dangerous, but they're fun.
Yeah, I'd love to do one, but the problem is you can't get these people to coordinate with each other.
It's very difficult, for sure. And I think the push race kind of takes its place. It's not near as dangerous. It works really good. People tend to like it.
It's a good alternative.
Dylan Maxwell said, I may have been drinking a few when I cut it. So
massacred.
I mean, we're getting half of a story here. Terry Radford said, I bought myself a hat just for Noah.
He
So,
went and got him a Bud Light cowboy hat. He wants to be
oh,
me. I know.
okay. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, we'll see.
He's not the
Um,
first guy that wants to be me. It's all right.
this one was too good to pass up. A local short track drama news said, "Yeah, that guy should have been charged with attempted battery assault on fans."
You know what? Go back and watch the video. Those fans didn't care. They didn't move.
No,
They
they
weren't like,
definitely
hey,
didn't
that
move.
guy might be dead in that car. They just
I
sat
mean,
there. They wasn't even looking.
there wouldn't be three of them back there, but they didn't move.
Yeah, when I woke up, there was like 30 of them.
Oh man!
I was like, who are all you people?
Here's your question. Danny Hamby wants to know: Franklin County planning any Bowman Gray races after the season ends? Might come out again. Been too long. You want to answer that, or you want me to
Nothing
answer
I
that?
know of. I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
I still need to
Since
get out there, man. I don't
yeah,
know if I'm gonna have time to get out there. That National Bridge.
I don't know if he's 3.5 hours late to this or what. Speaking of a guy who's late, he's real late this week.
But he's still here.
I mean, but he did make it. Last time he called me like 10 minutes after the show, and I answered, and he wondered why. So he's real late. But
Yeah, Wes, you missed the Givens portion of the show, the Givens segment. It was about 40 minutes ago.
yeah, Terry Radford answering the question here and ain't got a clue what the hell he's talking about. I mean, he said and probably he's talking to Danny Hamby. He said probably not because we aren't NASCAR sanctioned, which has zero to do with anything that the guy asked. But whatever. All right, here you go. Here's your good question. Jamie Chrisley wants to know: Can we black flag any cars that run faster than 1775 during the Stock 4 race?
Sure, we're just black flag the whole field.
I mean, if that's the cap, that's what should happen at this point.
That's not the rule, though.
I mean,
The rule is previous
where's the
to
rule
this
written
race. Right here.
at? Then it don't count. So just say
It counts. It's a damn trophy race. What is y'all's problem about this damn Stock 4 race? I'm getting tired of hearing it.
And well, listen.
Lord have mercy.
Less cylinders, more drama.
I'm just saying it's a non-points trophy race. There's no nitpicking the words apart. There ain't none of that.
Terry Radford said points. Why would we run any BGS races when they wouldn't get for national points? You'd waste your time and effort. Hey, bud, go Google Stadium Invasion 2020. Go Google it. You'll understand.
It was a good night.
Lord have mercy. You gotta get that guy an education, okay?
What am I supposed
Get him educated on something here, okay? I mean, Lord have mercy.
Maybe we'll send him to Earnhardt Racing School, and he can learn some things.
I don't even know what that comment means, and I didn't mean to post it.
Just get gooder.
I mean, it's not going to happen. Josh Brown said they just talked about you, Wes, being cheated up and blowing up. Nothing
Or maybe not blowing up.
Factual. Or maybe not. Right. Oh, Lord. Anyways, speaking of, we talked about July 5th earlier. Wanted to circle back to it. Got the PD Caldwell Memorial Race, which I think is cool. I think it's great. Y'all got some money up from some laps and some sponsors and stuff. Got 1,000 to win. Really good, thick purse behind that. What are you hearing? What's the expectations? What's thoughts? Car counts, people coming.
I'm not sure what the expectation is. I know it's going to be a banger, just because mini stocks often go forgotten. Everybody puts up these big, late model races. They put up big modified races. Hell, they even put up big like stock 4U car races. But the mini stocks are often forgotten in the middle. So I feel like whenever you do something like this, those guys, they want to show out. Are you going to read that one? I paused so you can read it.
Oh my god. I don't even know what to say to it. Lauren Yoder said it. Your meat. B-E, not. Well, yeah.
Terry wants to be his meat. That's crazy.
Yeah, I gotta post this comment. Wes Given said,
God.
"Cheated up. That's the funniest crap I've heard. Whoever thinks I'm cheating and whoever thinks it didn't blow up, show up to the track tomorrow, and I'll pull it apart in front of everyone. Everyone's feelings will be hurt." You ever noticed that the guy never wants to be teched at the racetrack, but always wants to be teched in his shop? That's the only thing I've ever noticed. Always.
Yeah, but if you actually followed up on that, he would just have a motor on the shelf, and he'd be like, "This is the one." You'd be like, "Really?
Here's the one."
Yep, this is it.
It's actually the one that Randy blew up 3 years ago, but whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be a banger on the 5th. That's all you need to know. I mean, that mini stocks, dude, they go nuts whenever there's a lot of them. So,
they do for sure. Josh Brown says he thinks about 20 car count for mini stock on the 5th.
That's a lot of damn cars for that track.
that would be strong for sure, for sure. 2022, I think I did 3,000 to win. Had 12 cars. So, listen, had a race 2 or 3 weeks later. Had 14 cars for 400 to win. So,
Well, if we have 20 cars show up, that's a good thing because we'll probably have about 4 finish. So,
yeah,
that's something to look forward to.
Wes Given said, "Car still sitting on the trailer. Y'all can watch me pull it out." You've already pulled it out and put another one in there, man. Come on, man. We ain't dumb.
We done got them going.
I mean, Lord have mercy, man. We ain't dumb. Danny Hamby wants to know, what are you vaping? Fruity Pebbles?
It's menthol. Mint.
I had some thoughts there. I'll keep to myself. John Campbell said, drama on the podcast. There's always something going on here. Jaden Austin with probably the best comment of the night. He said, for everybody's sake, y'all better hope there isn't 20 cars in mini stuff.
I hope Timmy's stocking up on the stage drive too.
Listen, they better get them cheaters fees from Wes Givens so they can get some speedy drive for this race because they're going to need more than that damn 2 bags that they had for the modified race, okay?
Yeah, 2 bags, all right.
I said I have heard it over and over. It had to be 2 bags.
No. You didn't say nothing about 2 bags until like 3 days ago. All of a sudden, you're saying 2 bags.
No. Hold on. You want me to go on TikTok and find the video where Landon Huffman and Jack Baldwin and Luke Baldwin are talking about the 2 bags?
Please show us.
And they were wet. And they were wet.
Crying about everything. Let's see that.
You got to get 2 wet bags. Okay.
My daddy would have had way more bags than that. He's a lawyer. Shut up.
Oh my god.
You're gonna get me in trouble for trash talking.
Oh my god. That's funny stuff right there. Oh man. 2 wet bags. That TikTok took me out, okay? I'm telling you right now, when I scrolled up on it, that TikTok took me right out of everything. I was like, holy smokes.
That's all it took was one TikTok from the whiny rich kids, and you were like, yep, I believe that one.
Oh man. Local short track drama and news said, remember that the last cheater fee money went to the cameras at the track that we're hiding there. Oh my god.
Yeah, we got more of them.
Dylan Maxwell said to throw some dirt on it. I mean, it did work. It was insanity, but it did work, okay?
You know what? Next year at the race, as long as they come back, I'm going to just mess with them. At one point when there's fluid on the track, I'm going to have a wheelbarrow full of dirt, and I'm going to just start running and just see what they do.
Listen, we knew you were lying when you said you were going to start running. That was over with. Or that you were going to pick up a wheelbarrow. I mean, let's just not even pretend. So,
okay, I'll briskly walk.
John Campbell wants to know if I'm racing this weekend. No. So,
Yeah, you are in the Dodge Neon I got for you in the IndyCar race.
no. Tony Hausman chiming in. He said that Jay said they had 16. I'm assuming that's bags of Stay Dry, but there was two. I saw it on TikTok. Two
Two
wet
wet bags.
bags of Stay Dry. I saw it. Okay, don't try to correct it. That was on TikTok. That is where you get your news from.
Yeah.
World news is all on TikTok.
Two rich kids that have never experienced the real world in their life. That's exactly where you get your news from, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man. Dylan Maxwell said that we can rebag some red dirt and speedy dry bags. Now that would be awesome, especially for the modified race next year. Just go ahead and have the dirt in the bags
Yeah.
and just roll it out. All right,
There you
boys.
go.
We done
We'll
packed
get
this one
most
full
of
here.
we'll get most of the rocks out of it.
Yeah, well, local short track drama news has got the only thing you'd ever run for, and that's run into the cooler for some more Pepsi. Okay.
Hell yeah. You know it.
All right. We've done spent up our hour, mostly just talking to these guys in the comments, which has been fun. It's been a good time. Wrecking Rodeo, Saturday, June 28th, this weekend. Tell us what's on tap, real quick.
We got Demo Derby, 1,000 win IndyCar, push race, pace car race, the reverse race, hoods up race, burnout competition, spectator drags, honored to win, I think. Kids bike race. God, y'all really trying to piss me off tonight.
Dylan Maxwell, I'm going to call it Burt instead of Dirt.
Go get a bag of Burt. If you want a bag of Burt, I can eat some Chipotle and take a shit in a bag for you.
Whoa. We got to do all that.
See, look, now I'm
Oh,
definitely.
my God. All right, we'll be back next Tuesday. Hopefully, Noah will be back. He may get canned. I'm not sure what's going on.
I might have got. Well, I'll be on the podcast. I might not be at the track this weekend.
Jesus. Oh, Lord. All right. Lord of mercy. Hold on. Let me add this comment real quick. They got their days mixed up here. Joey Washburn wants to know, Langley, you racing Thursday, July 4th or Friday, July 5th? Well, we better go with Friday, July 4th. That's
He's
the date
looking
on
at
this
a calendar from.
let me pull up a damn calendar. Make sure I'm not wrong. Okay. Nope. July 4th is Friday.
I was going to say,
Friday,
if we're wrong, we
July
got a whole
4th.
bag of issues here.
and Franklin County runs Saturday, July 5th. Okay. So Joey races with us. So yeah, got you straightened out. It is Friday, July 5th. So all right, let's get the heck out of here.
Don't come out to the racetrack on 4th of July or 5th of July. You support Iran.
I don't. We gotta get Joey another calendar because I'm looking at July 2025.
He's got
Friday,
me second guessing myself.
I'm over here looking at a damn calendar because of it. Okay, I mean, this is for real. I thought so.
Look, he don't make plans and everything for the 4th.
But I would be racing if the 4th was on Thursday. I'd be racing on the 4th still. So just to answer that. But the 4th is on Friday. 100%. You're looking at last year's calendar, I'm thinking. Hold on, let me scroll back to last year here.
Now it's the calendar show.
July 2024. So he's a year behind. Joey, we gotta get you
calendar in his race shop.
You are a year. You gotta flip your calendar there, bud. You're on the wrong part of the calendar there, bud. Jaden Austin said somebody else has been racing to the cooler apparently.
He beat me. I lost that one.
Yeah, well, yeah, you definitely did, Joey. Sorry about that, but yes, it is Friday, July 4th. Okay, just to be clear, Friday, July 4th. All right, let's get the heck out of here before anybody else says anything else. So, this has been episode 66 of the Pit Chatter Podcast, presented by Yoder's custom meat processing. I don't even know what else to say. So, all right, we're out of here. See you, Noah.
Wes is a bomb.